And hello, everybody. And welcome on this dark and rainy day, as it always is, for Waterdeep Mallrats Monday. And welcome to the very 6th episode of Waterdeep Mallrats Blackstar Lane.
Yeah.
I hope you guys have had a good week, or a manageable week, or just about scraped through week. So please do tell us how you're doing on the chat as usual. Dan is there.
I'm Dan.
Ready to take your call. Operator Dan, he's got his headphones on.
Hello, Mallrats Monday.
So please come say it. Make sure you have a drink with you as well. Always on Mallrats
Mondays.
Monday. Just another Mallrats Monday.
Haven't had too many Guinness.
That's how the song goes, isn't it?
So first thing I want to say is, and I want everybody on the chat to please wish our beautiful pups a happy birthday. Yes, well done. Happy
Year
birthday
older.
for Saturday. A year older.
Not
That
much
closer.
Yeah. How much closer to what, Joe?
Yeah.
I'll leave that to you. That's all up to you. Or a wisdom save. I can't remember which one it is, but we'll figure that out at the time. But what did you do on Saturday? Tell us. Did you have a good day?
I had loads and loads of phone calls and messages come through. I felt like I was on my phone for like 3 or 4 consecutive hours with my family, which was really lovely. And then my brother and his partner turned up with a cake and some prosecco, and so we had like a nice little like socially distant outside thing on my little roof terrace. And then they invited me to. I got an invite the night before for a bougie restaurant night on Zoom. So we all dressed up. They were all in tuxes and dresses, and we all sat and had a pizza. And weirdly, like I was just before lockdown, this lockdown started, I went past a pizza place that was rammed the day before it finished. I was like, oh, I'd quite like to try that. Never told anyone. And that was where they got the pizza from. So I had my lovely little bougie pizza, and then course 2 was playing like an online game altogether that we usually play at Christmas. And then the dessert course was early 2000s wrestling. So that was the perfect 3-course.
You're a fan of wrestling then? I didn't know you were a fan of wrestling.
Yeah, I first started watching it about 2000, like just as I think because in 2000 they started pushing it onto British TV. I started noticing it was on like Channel 4, it was on Sky 1, and I sort of got into it then. And it's kind of very similar to things that I do, isn't it? It's basically stage combat, isn't it? It's stage combat acting.
Literally, you're one of 3 people that I know who like wrestling.
Who are the others?
Liam Fleming.
Yeah.
And also Ramsey as well.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Joel
Ramsey's.
Samuels.
Yeah, Joel Samuels as
Likes
well as a fan.
wrestling as well.
No,
Yeah.
Joel is a wrestling fan. Okay,
I
that's
think that
4
there are
people.
two types of wrestling fans: the ones that make it very known to others that they love it, or they lurk in the shadows like Dan and Joel.
The
We're
last
like
time
rogues.
I watched wrestling was Ultimate Warrior,
Ooh.
Macho
Don't
Man
Google
Randy
him anymore.
Savage.
Yeah. Scotty Too Hottie. That's who I used to.
Yeah.
I remember.
Oh yeah.
One with the two faces. Problematic.
Rikishi.
Rikishi.
And I
Rikishi.
also
Where
remember,
is this
Doink,
knowledge fucking coming from? I
like
don't know.
Doink the clown and his mini doinks.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember those. And I also remember the first time the Undertaker turned up. It was when I watched it, but like, nah.
It's funny you should say that because last night was the 30-year anniversary and retirement farewell of The Undertaker. He's been going 30 years.
Wow.
And for the last 10 years, it's been a bit sad.
Oh, no.
The slow death.
Yeah.
The Undertaker.
Like, Mark, go home, mate. Go home.
Man. Is that his name, Mark?
Mark.
That's such a shit name for a
Mark Undertaker. That's it. That's his full name. That's on his passport.
Hello, I'm Mark.
His brother was Kane, right? And now you were like,
correct.
Go on, Gabs. I was going to ask, did you know anything about wrestling? Look at
well,
you,
I only
dark
watching
one.
it with my brother, but then because Kane was dead scary, like they were both dead scary, weren't they? And they lost their parents in a house fire or something.
True.
But
The wrestling canon's getting good.
yeah. But then more recently, Kane started playing without a mask, didn't he, or something?
Yeah, it was quite funny. They set up this whole thing that he was supposedly caught in the fire, and then the Undertaker didn't know he was alive until he came back, and he was horrifically burned. And then they, for some reason, decided that he was going to lose his mask. And then basically the story went, oh, maybe the scars are on the inside then, because he's got no burns that we've been talking about for 10 years. Moving on. Here's something else. not the best at long form storytelling is wrestling. Sometimes you just got to go, yeah, okay, moving on.
Isn't there a just bringing it back to D&D? Isn't there like a D&D wrestler that like puts out like puts out dice on the floor and then throws people on it? I saw it on a camera thing. I don't know if it's real or not.
I have seen like
camera thing.
a camera thing. I've seen it where people have like put out like Lego and things like that instead of like thumbtacks, and people have made it out like it's just as bad because it's a familiar pain. Everyone stood on a Lego and gone like. So maybe someone's done it with D&D. There's been It's like Rule 34 of life. If it exists, there is porn of it. Like it's the same with wrestling. Like, if it exists, there is probably a wrestling character about it.
Right. Okay. A
You
shepherd.
had a good week, then. You had a good week.
Jelly. I want to know if there's a strawberry jelly wrestler.
Strawberry jelly wrestler. Okay.
Okay. So here's something for the chat. So please tell us something that you think would be that you don't think is in wrestling, just so we can prove Dan wrong.
Great.
So hey, please pop it on if there is any.
Don't Google jelly wrestling.
Big mistake.
Although we could buy bulk buy red wrestling jelly. It makes 380 liters of it. I don't know what makes wrestling jelly specific, but yeah.
Sold.
I'll stick that on my wish list. £23.
Yeah. That's actually a pretty good deal.
For 380
really
liters.
good.
That's
Yeah.
That's a banging deal. Yeah, I'm up for that. Oh God, let's move this on as quickly as we can. Rob, how has your week been, my love?
Yeah, good. I'm wickedly hungover today. You can tell the severity of it because I'm drinking clear Guinness today. So I know, guys, I'm letting the side down, but there is a bottle of red wine over there that I would likely be peer pressured into drinking.
No. If you don't want to drink, you don't have to drink, my love. Drink responsibly.
Thanks, guys. Thanks for having my back. But yeah, good. I'm just glad that because this is a digital medium that we're putting this out on, no one that's watching can actually smell me.
Did you poop yourself?
I did a poopy.
Oh
Yeah.
dear. Oh dear. Oh dear. Oh dear.
This I fear like watching all of these back that the same things continue to crop up. That like I talk about like almost shitting myself and being hungover, and I live such a good life, such a high octane lifestyle,
It's literally every week I keep cutting to the second half, and it's always
Yeah, I know.
like every single week. It's like for what 26 weeks now. We've been constantly drinking heavily on Mondays, and I really hope that those who are watching are also drinking with us, making sure we can kind of take that weight from our liver and like pass it out. That's how it works,
good.
isn't it? That's
Sure.
exactly
Yeah.
how it works.
Yeah.
That's exactly how it works. Okay, have you been playing any games this week? You still on Fallout?
Still playing some Fallout. You know it. And last week I talked about how I've been in the casino. I haven't left the casino yet. I've just been going to different casinos, winning lots of money. So I think if Fallout have like a Gamblers Anonymous side quest, then I think my character should go down that, because he's not in a good way.
Okay, get those bottle caps, mate.
Didn't
No
you
matter
get
what it
thrown out
costs.
for winning too many caps?
You do. That's only happened in one of the 8 casinos so far.
Oh my word! So I don't understand Fallout. I tried to do it, but like I like the music. That was about it. And the rest of it, I was like, I have no idea what's going on.
I think it's great. Reminds me of my childhood. I'm just playing all these nostalgic games from when I was a teenager and just being like, yeah, they still stand up to current.
Sorry, when you were a teenager, and sorry, Rob,
Yes,
it's
hello.
a question that I don't think I've ever asked you actually.
How old am I?
How old are you?
I'm 28 years old. Sprightly. Anyway, Tunk's going to die today. You'll be satisfied, and we could all move on.
Wow, I did not know that about you. 28.
Spring chicken. Isn't that what they say? Is it
They
spring
call you-
chicken? Is that correct?
No, they just call
you
you a
asking
babber.
us old people terms, Rob? Is what you're doing.
What did they say in the war, guys? I've no idea.
Oh, is it like that?
We're going to be rationing out those death saves.
You sweet little babber. All right. Well, let's move on, shall we? So Gabby, how's your week been?
Yeah, it's been good, thanks. Again, just been chilling in the house. Like, I actually don't really mind not going out and seeing people, because it's very scary, isn't it, the world? So it's quite nice just to have to stay inside. But I completed my sniper game.
Oh, you did?
Yes, I've had to download a new one. And
This
it's
is a
really
game that also seemed to have endless
infinite
levels to it. Yeah.
But I've played up to where they've made, and they keep saying, come back soon for more levels. And I'm like, oh, that's such a joke. Anyway, but I've started this new one. It's really, really hard. And bearing in mind, I started playing like sniper games on my phone in March. So I was like, I'm going to be sick at every single one. It's so hard. But you have all this backstory. It's got this amazing, like a comic strip cutaways, are they called, or cut twos or something in games? Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's really,
cool.
it's really good.
What's it called?
The new one's called Lone Wolf.
Oh,
Yeah.
Nice.
I like that.
Yeah.
I like that a lot.
Yeah, he wears a mask the whole time and no one knows who he is.
Oh.
He's got a thirst for sniping.
Oh.
Ooh. Really cool. I like that a lot. Okay, cool. Please keep us updated. I need to know what your favorite kills are, etc., etc., etc. As we go through, as we all live the life of Lone Wolf. So yeah, have we got anybody on chat? Let's see if anybody's here on chat at the moment.
We have. So we've who have we got? We've got Bevans was in like like 4 seconds after we started the stream. It was amazing. So we've got Bevans, we've got Darren's back, Ferg's back, wishing me a happy birthday. Alex is back. Sasmos is here. Sam Dunstan jumped in. And we've had a few people describing their wrestler names with their outfits, which has been great.
Nice. What we got?
Sam Dunstan would be called the Yorkshire Pudding. And would use a wooden spoon and a mixing bowl to smash the opponent's heads.
Great.
Nice.
Bevans would be the Avocado Bandit, obviously dressed as an avocado. Her face where the stone is, little legs out the bottom. And Alex was going to be the Marmite Mercenary, and they would be black and yellow with a fancy scarf. So I think that is a brilliant tag team, actually.
Exactly.
Very food orientated.
Exactly. Not to be sort of confused by the Vegemite Vigilante.
Yes. Sworn enemies.
Yeah, his brother from Down Under. One of the brother.
I'd be a cheese-themed wrestler calling myself Parmesan, I think.
Parmesan.
And I'd be Swiss as well.
Yep. And I think I would have to come in as Papa John.
Great.
It'll just completely melt you down onto that base.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm now losing my wrestling possibilities now. I don't know, belt, champion, tag team.
just shout at the screen and talk about next week in a stadium. That's all you've got to do. That point at the thing. Next week it's going to be this. I'm going to do this. And it's somewhere and this. That's wrestling, isn't it?
And then they change it completely because it doesn't make any sense anymore.
Yeah.
Nice. Okay. Well, there is also another exciting piece of news. Of course, Rob and I are going to be having a little chat this week, aren't we, mate?
We are having trouble.
Yes, you are in trouble. So this week we're going to be starting a new show. I'm going to show you the image now. There's Dan. Hello, Dan. You're not supposed to be there. I'm going to go back.
Am I on the screen?
You are on the screen, so I'm going to disappear. So it's a new show.
I'm always not meant
called...
to be there.
I know you're not meant to be there at all. I'm going to try and see if I can get rid of you, but I don't really know how. Literally, my entire life has been trying to figure out that question. Right, let me go back. Okay, there we go. Right, great. Oh, here we are. So this is a show which is going to be called The Sabotage, and which we're going to be starting on Thursday at 7 p.m. Essentially, we're going to have a bit of time for some players who don't always follow the rules or the plan that the wonderful DM has put down and laid down in front of them and gone, isn't this a great plan? And then that player turns around and goes, no, fuck you. I want to do what I like. And we're going to talk about those particular characters. So, Rob, you're going to come and join us on Thursday. It's about an hour long, I'd say. And we're going to talk about your sort of approach to creating characters. Now, of course, we've seen you here as Tunk. But I think we're also going to be talking about Cash as well, which has been on a little bit on this channel, talking about Cash. But we're going to talk about how you, Rob Thompson, create your characters and where Cash is now and favourite moments of Cash. And maybe talk a little bit about Tunk as well. Is that right?
Sounds good to me.
Okay, cool. I can literally just say what I like. Right.
Yeah.
So come and join us. It's only for an hour. But we've also got a great lineup of people. So we've got a wonderful Stuart Trainer who has been on here before and spoken on with you guys on chat. The wonderful Mr. John Cooper, who's going to be talking about his character Pharaoh. This is a character that I ran for him in Prince of the Apocalypse. He's a bastard. And then we're also going to be talking to Joel Samuels. Which we're going to be talking about his character Polly, which is in, just see the faces.
I'm excited about that. I'm excited to see what went on there.
So Joel plays in another campaign with me and Rob and Dan, and Polly was our betrayer. So it'll be interesting to sort of see about that and see how it goes. And then into the new year, hopefully we'll have a little chat with some other people. including Mr. Jamie McInnes, which I'm really hoping to speak to. If you don't already, do check out the Legend of Loomis, but I believe it sort of runs at the same time as us, unless
we
they
conflict, yeah.
Yeah, we
So
do
don't
conflict.
look into it too much.
Watch it on catch
Not
up.
too much.
Watch
Watch it on catch up.
Yeah.
But they do sometimes do Wednesdays as well. So they did Wednesdays last week, which was great. So yeah, they got their wonderful Dan Dingsdale, and Freya plays on there as well. She's come on recently. And of course Jamie McInnes. So hopefully we'll have a little chat with them. But of course, if you are a player and you give your DMs hell, do send me a message, and we'll see.
Sound like slanderous comments, by the way. Just to put it out there.
Players fuck up shit. Let's just be honest about this. All right. So that's come and join us on Thursday at 7 p.m. and the usual places where you are right now, because you are watching us right now because you're great. So shall we get started?
Let's do this.
Yeah. So we've been chatting for like 20 minutes. That's pretty good for us.
Yeah, that's quick.
Exactly. So we're going to get started. So last week we had a bit of a scene, didn't we? So Rob, or Tunk, found out that his family had died many years ago in a fire, explosion of the forge, killing every single one of his family. Sorry, I just checked. Are you okay, Rob? I just wanted to make sure you're okay. You're just rubbing your face there.
I'm all right.
Okay. From Jeremiah, Bloodstone, which then caused Tunk to go in a completely different path. So he went off and spoke to the Blades and refused to kneel, I think is the best way of putting that. The whole idea, which made you all become blacklisted. But only half of the street turned their backs on you. And then we had your fight. And what happened at your fight, Tunk?
Knocked him out, didn't I?
Oh yeah, you did, didn't you, mate? Yeah, you beat the hell out of him.
Knocked him out.
My name's Tom. Bang!
Yeah.
But then
I always set myself up for fails with those as well. Say a cool line and then hope to fuck that the dice rolls correctly. But then Tunk got stabbed. Stabbed in the back when everyone cheered him and ran in to give him cuddles. Someone gave him a cuddle with a knife.
Yep. They're a bit too close to the bone. So then, Oshi and Pups, you notice the possible assassin run, and you chased him. And what did you see?
It was confusing what we saw.
I'm confused.
We ran past the back of the Watchers, and then we saw the back door go. Or Oshi saw the back door go, but then I saw someone casting Mage Hand to make the back door go. So then we came to the conclusion that it was the Blades all along, like in some sort of double, triple bluff. And then they ran away.
And you ran back to Tunk.
And
what happened to Tunk? He passed out, I believe.
Yeah.
Not in a good way.
No.
Rolled a 7 on my con saving throw.
Exactly.
Just enough.
In my mind, just enough.
Ooh.
But we're going to go to the next morning. Spindles and roots of a tree lead up to its trunk. So it goes up the trunk. See the amazing branches that go off. You see one branch about high enough for a boy or a child, should I say, to hold on to. They test each one until just the right one. They snap it from the tree, holding it in their hands. As they swing, and look at the tree. He pulls out a knife and he begins to take the bark off of the tree. So we take one slice of the bark, it falls to the ground as we turns magically into a piece of rope as it falls on the table. These old withered hands, bugs crawling out of them. So we see the Wicker Man pick up the rope, straightens it, and dinks it into a vat of wax. He moves it around slowly and raises it up. It's a small, thin layer of wax goes onto this little piece of string. He dips it again, slowly building up. As he drips up, a drip of wax falls and falls into a piece of bark as it's been stripped off. So we see this boy beginning to whittle what looks like a small club. His friends look at him and he smiles. But instantly he smiles, a tear falls. He looks down at the club and pulls his knife out and begins to write something on the side. The candle falls in, pulls out again, new layer. He hangs it up to dry. The child goes back down and begins to whittle the words, thumping, tunk, bloodstone. And the human child stands and holds his tiny makeshift club. He slings it over his shoulder. And his friends look at him and they give him a nod. So he walks out of the back alleyway, past the burnt shop of Big Fat Cigars, and wanders across the road to the candle shop. He walks into the Wicker Man, and he takes out a copper piece, pops it on the table. And the Wicker Man takes the candle that's being hung, places it down into a small wooden cup. The boy takes it. As he takes it, the Wicker Man produces a flame and lights the candle. The boy places his hand around. As he walks, he thinks of all the amazing things he's heard. Of tunk, thumping tunk, bloodstone. The fights, the amazing right hook. Day he beat that Dragonborn with a single punch in the first round. As he walks out of the shop and walks up the road towards Honest Price. He stares at the candle. He begins to feel sadder, more blue. You see him shoulder through people as he gets to the front of Honest Price, and there are hundreds of candles. He places the candle down, takes his makeshift club and places it down onto the ground. He falls to his knees and sobs. You see an adult hand come down and take his shoulder. He stands up and instantly falls into his legs. As you see the entirety front of Honest Price covered with little tiny burning candles. The whole of Blackstar Lane is standing in silent vigil. There is a woman stood at the front and she speaks forward. Hopes, belief, and prayer for our hero. As she looks up to the window, as we float through the window itself, and there on the bed is a cold and clammy dwarf. He's unconscious. And the two of you are stood around him, mopping his brow, as he grunts every now and then, and his eyes seem to be in some sort of dream state. But he hasn't seemed to be able to get better since his stab in the ring. You have been hearing the song outside of the house now for a day and a half, as the people of Blackstar Lane continue to keep their vigil in the hope that their hero, thumping tongue Bloodstone, will recover from this mortal wound. As we focus down to those eyes twitching, his dream seems to be forcing him in and out of pain. So you go through to a table. Smells begin to fill his nose. The table begins to edge out. 6 chairs. And Tunk is sat on the smallest one. There's a bowl of porridge with bacon on top. It's slid in front of him. You look up and you see a friendly face that you haven't seen for 10 years. There you go, my love. Eat up. Be strong.
Thank you, Lotagar.
Sort of like, is it your sister, isn't it? As she kind of places it down. And she gets herself a bowl. And she wanders up. She says, "Don't tell Mum."
I won't.
She scoops out an extra bowl. Gets 3 pieces of bacon. She sits down. So you're going away?
Yeah.
It's exciting. To the south.
Yeah, I don't know if exciting is the right word, but I'm kind of nervous.
Are you willing to go?
Well, I'm told I have to go.
Yeah. You don't have to if you don't want to.
I don't know if I could tell Dad that, though.
Yeah. It could be a right B word sometimes.
Yeah.
You're not going to eat?
I don't know if I'm hungry.
And then you hear this other voice come through, an older voice. It's just like, well, you must eat. Got a long journey ahead of you. And she like scrubbles your hair. And that smell, it's the smell that gets you. It's like a smell of flower and rose petal. With just the tiniest hint of lavender.
Tunk slowly starts to take a few spoonfuls of the porridge and nibbles on the bacon.
Could you leave us, please? She's like, yes, mother. She sort of scoops up her bowl and she runs off. And you see Mother goes over to the bowl. She's like, "That little scamp."
She didn't do nothing.
And she slides down next to you and puts her hand forward and takes a piece of bacon out of your bowl. Well, you're not going to eat it.
I don't know. I'd like the choice.
Choice. Yes. Going on a long journey soon.
Do I have to go?
All of us eventually have to go.
Yeah, but all of you have also come back afterwards. Why can't I just skip that part and stay here?
We don't come back from this particular journey.
I'm gonna miss you guys.
I know. But you'll see us again.
Yeah. I
If you
hope so.
choose to go on a longer journey.
Depends how tired I am, I guess.
You're very tired now, aren't you, Thumping? You realise that now you're an 18-year-old sat at the same table on the smallest of chairs.
Yeah, I'm pretty tired.
You can choose to come back to me if you want.
I don't know. I've got my friends that I need to look after.
See, that was so great about you. Even when you were little. Always thinking of everybody else. But you can rest now. Be with me. What was it you used to call me?
Gruffy.
Gruffy. Are you going to eat your bacon?
Yeah, I think I will. Tongue kind of eats the rest of whatever is in front of him still.
Do you remember that bowl? You look down and you see a bowl. It's got Tunk written across it. And it's got cracks across it. And when you see the cracks, you think of a place outside of here. But it's still here.
Yeah, I remember this bowl. It's like I had butterfingers because I couldn't keep it in my hands.
I love you, Tunk.
Why didn't you write to me?
We did. Countless times.
I didn't get them.
You never replied, so we assumed you were having so much fun with your studies.
No. Definitely not fun. A lot of people were pretty mean to me.
Do you mean they were mean to you? And you can see her like get hold of a knife and like ready to go out to the world.
They said I was stupid, you know?
You are not stupid.
Well, I don't think I am.
You are the bravest, most beautiful, empathic dwarf in all of the North.
Thanks, Gruffy.
and then the scene begins to shift and swing through. You hear a word which is just, "Don't disappoint." As the scene sort of swings through to the forge. You see the hulking back shoulders of your father. As he begins. It sort of echoes through, almost as if you can see the sound move through the air.
Jaw deck. I didn't disappoint you. Did I?
Just giving up again?
Tonk doesn't fall.
No. You just leave.
I was sent away. I didn't leave.
I'm not talking about what I did to you. You could have stood your ground, fought. But you left those children, didn't you?
I did
Didn't
my
you?
best.
Really?
Yeah.
Do you honestly believe that?
I kept the ones that I love safe.
Ah, so they're different, are they?
I couldn't save everybody.
Oh, okay. Okay, yeah. Tongue.
I was 8 years old.
Yeah, you were. Could have done better.
I did what I could.
Yeah, sure. Well, I suppose now you're interested in a long journey, yeah? Because Gruffy told you so.
Maybe.
Leave them again.
I don't want to leave them. They're not safe.
Then don't leave them. Out of all my sons and all of my daughters, you're the one. You were the one that I expected to be better.
I'm trying.
Try harder. Dong. I was once offered to be the leader chief of the Guild of Smiths. Did you know that?
No.
Happened way before you were born. Even before your brothers and sisters were born. I just married your mother. And they said my skills were beyond compare. And I refused them.
Why?
An unfinished armor that I needed to make. Seemed like it was more important to me at the time.
Do you regret it?
No. I've become a master of armor because of it. Imagine if I'd left. Played the political game. Become a leader of something. Knowing that I had left something unfinished.
I wouldn't have been sent to Cassalanter.
That is true.
And none of this would have happened.
That is true. And you wouldn't have become the person that you are now. A fighter. You would have become a blacksmith like me. Probably pampered and creamed and loved because of your connection to me. I want something better for you, Tunk. Something more.
How do I save them?
Reject your heart.
Okay.
You can't just say okay, Tunk. A person is marked by their actions, not their words.
Tunk moves over to the anvil and picks up one of the hammers and starts to hammer onto the armored breastplate in front of him.
As he sort of looks over. Not much of a smith, are you?
No, I'm better at breaking stuff than making stuff.
Are you?
Yeah. Although I kind of think I might be magic, but that's a story for another time.
Shut up, stupid boy.
Okay.
You're not magic. What you are, he hands you a piece of iron. Try and bend it.
And he looks down at the iron and up to his father again. Bend it with my hands?
No, with your wonderful intellect, of course, with your hands.
Okay.
And can you do an athletics for me, please?
7.
And he looks at you. Weak. Childlike. Stupid.
Don't call me
Disappointment.
those things.
Don't call you what?
Stupid.
Stupid. What, you stupid child?
I'm not stupid.
You're not stupid, right? No, but you're an idiot. Yeah. You're an idiot. Idiotic, stupid child. And can you add 3 to that?
So 11.
As you stand and you bend it in rage, as you turn it and you bend this thing into half, and he takes it. Rage. Tunk. As you sort of look at him and you're bubbling with anger.
Don't call me stupid again.
Oh, stupid. Stupid boy.
And Tunk doesn't use the hammer, but instead tries to punch through the breastplate in front of him.
Okay, so let's do an athletics.
That's a crit.
That is a crit. That is a crit.
Yeah.
You punch through this plate, and you scream when you do so. What is it you shout when you do so?
I think it's just a guttural. It's just a guttural kind of primal cry,
And the
laced
punch
with sorrow and pain,
As
and
you punch
the sense of
through-
it being unfair.
as you punch through the breastplate, that's the start of the rage. As you begin to smash and destroy everything that is around you, you begin to grab every single hammer, every single piece of iron, and throw it, snap it, smash it. And then as you kind of come through, you see that you're punching into flesh. But you're punching and you're punching and you're punching and you're punching and you're punching. as you look down at the thing that you're punching, and you see your father's blooded face. You see the teeth begin to kind of fall out.
And the phrase that, like, actions speak louder than words that he had said only moments ago seems to just cloud Tunk's vision. And he raises his fist again. And although it is bloody, it is not his own and is not sore. He hasn't even broken his own skin. And he raises his fist high, seeing if there's any life left in his father's eyes again. And I think for a brief moment he catches fear.
His father's eyes are like...
And Tunk just says, I have to ignore my heart, as he brings his hand down.
As he punches through the face of his father, it turns into smoke. It disappears and swirls around into a dark corridor. The corridor is moving. Candlestick. 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 And stood in the darkness as it slows down. It's a very well-dressed human. She stands. How old are you, boy?
8.
8. Almost.
9.
9.
Yeah. How old are you?
Me. 36.
Gosh, so many.
So many. Much more than you.
You're not much taller than me, though.
I think it's more that I'm not as wide as you.
Yeah, I like chicken.
Yes. Clever boy.
I
You'll
could.
do well at our school.
Can I sit down on the floor in the classrooms?
No.
Okay.
You should stand up. Stand up.
And Tunk gets to his feet. And he's barefoot.
It's been a while since you've been to relieve yourself.
Yeah. I couldn't find a bathroom.
Oh, you couldn't find a bathroom. Do you need to wee now?
Yeah.
Would you like to find a privy somewhere?
Yeah, can you tell me where to go?
No.
All these corridors look the same.
Oh, they do, don't they? Especially to one like yourself.
I'm just worried that I might wee in myself.
Oh, you might wee yourself. Yes, and that would be a terrible shame, wouldn't it? Humiliating, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
Yes. Don't you think so, Amelia? And this other woman kind of comes in. Of course, Victoria. It's beautiful children. Beautiful. I don't think he's beautiful. It's quite ugly, actually. But is their souls, dear? Oh, of course, their souls, yes. Yes. Yes.
And Tunk turns and runs.
Go on. Run away, and then they turn up in front of you. Run away. Constantly running away. Aren't you, little Tunk? Run away.
If you're not going to help me, then let me go.
No, I can't help you. You are a little gift. Aren't you? Such a precious little gift. As you are precious. A gift. for our lord.
What?
Yes.
Gift?
Yes. A gift.
I'm not a gift. I'm Tunk.
As Amelia kind of turns in, she says, he's resisting. Don't worry, my dear. He's just a child. But ours are but a child. We will save them. Do not worry. Do you want to save other children, Master Tunk?
Yeah, a lot.
Yeah, a lot, yeah. But are you going to run?
No.
No. What happens? He pulls like a rapier out. What happens if I just cut you? Would you
I'm
run?
pretty hard to cut.
And it cuts across your face, and then blood begins to pour down your face.
And Tunk feels a warmness flowing down his legs and pooling at his feet.
There he is, my dear. You see? Base instincts.
I'll wait on your floor.
And their faces begin to change. What?
Yeah, I'm not even embarrassed about it. I'll wait on your floor. And Tug starts to run at them. And he like soaks his hands in his own urine and starts going.
As you run through, and your hands kind of pass through them. As you're into this boxing ring. As you're sort of stood in the boxing ring. As you look up, and you realize you are 8 years old in a boxing ring with a Goliath. So the Goliath looks around, I'm not gonna hit a child. And everyone's like, hit the child, hit the child. And he's like, I'm not gonna hit the child. I'm not gonna do it. He looks down at you.
You're really tall, mister.
You're tiny, child.
Yeah, I guess I am. Are you gonna hit me?
Looks like I'm gonna have to.
Why?
But you could run away.
Why do you want to hit me? I haven't done nothing to you.
I don't want to hit you. Everybody else wants me to hit you, but you could run away if you want.
You could not hit me.
You could run.
I don't know where I'd go.
That looks pretty good. You turn and you look at your corner, and there's a big white ball. You could run if you want. Run back to your mother, to your brothers and sisters, to your father. You could run and be with them if you wanted to.
Where are my friends?
You can hear, hit Tunk, hit Tunk, hit Tunk. You'd have to leave them.
But they're not safe.
You. Then I have to hit you.
What happens after you hit me?
That's the great question. Or you could run to something you know. You could run, Tunk. You could run into their arms. You could run straight there and be with them. You could be with them for forever. Imagine the bacon, the porridge. Imagine it. Run. Be with them, Tunk.
I miss my mummy.
Yes, you do. So be with her.
No.
It sort of begins to kind of silence around as it becomes about the two of you. No?
No, I need to help my friends.
But your mum.
My mum would want me to help my friends.
His arm comes back. And then could you roll a... Actually, let's hold that roll. And let's take some time.
I'm so emotionally fragile today.
Oh, mate, I'm so sorry.
It's good. It's good. I'm loving it. It's good storytelling.
But I think that what we'll do is we're going to take a little break there.
Okay.
I want to say, Mr. Rob Thompson, I adore you, and I love you very, very much.
Thanks, mate. I love you too, bud. And also, this is not. I'm not like having a bad time. This is wonderful.
I know. I know you.
Yeah.
I've got tears too. It's okay.
Yeah. Tunk just loves his mum.
Yeah, I love my mum too. All right. So we're going to take a little break, and then when we come back, we'll see where we go from there. All right. I love you, Tunk, and I think everybody here says. Oh my God, my heart is breaking more.
Oh
All right.
God.
All right. All right. We'll see you guys in about, let's say 10 minutes time. We'll come back in 10 minutes.
Okay.
Lots of love. We'll see you in a bit. Okay.
In a bit.
Bye.